From a humble dry goods store founded in 1844 by German immigrants in Montgomery, Alabama, Lehman Brothers began a journey that would see it become a cornerstone of global finance. Over 158 years, it weathered civil wars, economic depressions, and world conflicts, each time emerging stronger and more influential. The firm's evolution from a cotton brokerage to a powerhouse investment bank is a story of ambition, innovation, and relentless growth, a legacy built over more than a century. The mid-20th century marked Lehman's golden era. It moved from commodities into the burgeoning business of investment banking, financing new industries and shaping the modern American corporate landscape. On the bustling trading floors of Wall Street, Lehman's name became synonymous with success and financial acumen. It was instrumental in landmark deals, from the Ford Motor Company's IPO to the merger that created American Express. From these humble beginnings, it transformed into a financial giant, a titan whose influence was felt in every corner of the global economy. By the early 2000s, the financial world was changing rapidly. A housing boom swept across the United States, fueled by low interest rates and a belief that property values would only ever rise. Lehman Brothers dove headfirst into this new landscape, becoming a major player in the mortgage-backed securities market. The rise of complex financial instruments and subprime mortgages, loans given to borrowers with poor credit, created immense profits. However, it also built a system of interconnected risk on an increasingly unstable foundation. The first warning signs appeared as early as 2007. The U.S. housing market began to cool, and defaults on subprime mortgages started to spike. Hedge funds that had invested heavily in these securities collapsed, sending tremors through the financial system. Despite these clouds on the horizon, the culture of increasing risk and market speculation continued. Many believed the major banks, including Lehman, were too big to fail, and that the good times would keep rolling. The optimism evaporated in the frantic days of September 2008. As the value of its massive mortgage-related holdings plummeted, Lehman's stock price went into a freefall. Confidence in the firm vanished overnight. Desperate last-ditch efforts to find a buyer or secure a government bailout failed. On the trading floor, panic set in as the realization dawned that the unthinkable was about to happen. These were the final chaotic days of a titan. On Monday, September 15, 2008, the world watched in disbelief as Lehman Brothers filed for Chapter 11, the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history. The iconic images of shell-shocked employees leaving the firm's global headquarters in New York and London, carrying their belongings in cardboard boxes, became a defining symbol of the crisis. With its bankruptcy declared, the fall sent shockwaves globally, shattering the illusion of invincibility that had surrounded Wall Street's biggest names. The collapse of Lehman Brothers was not an isolated event. It was the trigger for a full-blown global financial meltdown. The ripple effect was immediate and devastating. Credit markets froze, stock markets around the world crashed, and banks that were heavily exposed to Lehman teetered on the brink of collapse. Governments were forced to step in with massive bailouts to prevent a complete economic depression. It was a crisis that shook the world economy to its very core, plunging millions into unemployment and uncertainty. In the aftermath, a period of intense scrutiny and reflection began. The collapse exposed deep-seated problems within the financial system, from inadequate regulation to a reckless pursuit of short-term profit. This led to significant reforms, such as the Dodd-Frank Act in the United States, aimed at increasing transparency and preventing a repeat of the 2008 disaster. These reforms and reflections serve as a constant reminder of what the collapse taught us about systemic risk and corporate responsibility. The story of Lehman Brothers serves as a powerful cautionary tale. Its downfall was more than just the failure of a single company. It was a watershed event that reshaped the world of finance and left an indelible mark on history. The fading logo of this once mighty firm represents a pivotal moment in financial history, a moment never to be forgotten.